Hi, I'm Bill Woodard. Welcome to the Smith County Chamber Corner. We're excited about our show today. We're going to be out in Carthage and in Smith County talking to people that are doing retail business, and they're going to be selling during the month of November and December, which is the time of year when we're all out there buying those gifts and looking for things for our family and our loved ones. So we're going to see what they've got to offer. We're also going to be talking to some of the folks that are putting on the play, It's a Wonderful Life. I think you'll enjoy that segment. And then we've got one group that they're putting together, actually 2 or 3 years ago, they put together this program, Santa's Shoppers, and they're going to be giving gifts to children that are kind of otherwise wouldn't be able to get a gift. So we're going to be talking to them, and then we're going to give you some announcements about some things that are going on in Smith County during the month of the end of November and the month of December. So you stay with us, and we'll start our first interview. Well, if you've been watching TV for the last 30 years, you know that we're sitting in George Bailey's living room, and I'd like to introduce you to Miss Mary Bailey. Say hello to the folks out there, Mary.
Hello, how are you all? And
you may wonder, well, what's going on? What is going on is we've got a new production for the Smith County Fine Arts Center in the Hull Theater. Is that right? You want to tell them about it?
That's right. This Christmas season, we're going to put on It's a Wonderful Life, which is a classic Christmas movie that shows every year on TV with George Bailey, and it's just a story of inspiration, love, doing the right thing, at the right moment.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those classics that never gets old. Now, maybe you want to tell them who you really are.
My name is Samantha Gentry, and I'm a regular here at the Playhouse. I'm Mary Hatch Bailey in this play, which is George's wife.
Okay, and she and I got the privilege of being in another play. I was your Uncle Stanley in that play.
Yes, and we had a great time.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Folks, if you haven't been to the theater and seen one of the shows, you need to make yourself come. It's a treat. It really is to see what goes on. As far as the production itself, there's several local folks in it. It is going to run starting the first weekend in December, is that right?
Yes, first 2 weekends in December. And this is the largest cast we've had so far here at the Smith County Fine Arts, even bigger than Addams Family. So
okay,
that's exciting.
That is exciting. And this theater will hold about, 135 or 40 people?
Roughly.
And that is not anywhere near capacity. They kind of toned it down a little bit. They've had actually 160 people in here, but they felt like they wanted to make it comfortable and do a few more shows.
Amen and A Women corners.
Yeah, there you
Smoke
go.
on the Mountain.
Yeah, that's true. They were all around. But we know that there's going to be a lot of other productions coming in, and I'm sure you're going to be involved in the ones in the future.
Well, Lord willing, I will. So.
Yeah, but this is really, it's turning into a very good theater, and so we appreciate what you guys are doing. Let's see, tell them director is Mr. Bill Reese.
Bill Reese, and I'd like to add that this play's a little different. He's partnered with a lot of organizations around Smith County and with some of the local businesses. Like on the back of your ticket, I know the Drug Coalition is listed on there in one of the Rotary Clubs, because we're actually having a toy drive with this play. So if you bring a toy to the theater when you come to the show that you're going to, you get a $2 rebate, I believe is what it is, from the Rotary Club. So that's a great cause. And then he's partnering with the Drug Coalition because you don't realize it, but one of the big themes in this is actually suicide. Because the whole thing is about George wanting to take his life, and he winds up not. But they're partnering with the Drug Coalition for suicide prevention and bringing awareness for that. So I think that's good.
Well, and the theme in that story is that every life makes a difference, and I think that's so true today. People don't realize the people that they touch and the difference they make in their lives,
Exactly.
and that's why I think me for one, and I think a lot of people really like this production. It's a Wonderful Life, because it does tell that story and make you realize your value.
Yes.
Your value in life. Well, Samantha, thank you for coming, or excuse me, Miss Mary, thank you for coming. I'm glad that you're in the play, and I hope that folks, you'll come out and see Miss Samantha and as she portrays Miss Mary Bailey.
And catch us at the Christmas parade. I think it's November 29th or something. It's the Sunday before we open.
The 26th,
so we'll
November
be at
the 26th. They'll be at the parade marching in it, so you guys come by and see that, and that's going to be a big night. We're going to do some festivities on the courthouse square, and then it culminates in the parade. Then Santa Claus comes inside the courthouse. So, there's a lot going on in Smith County and in Carthage. So we look forward to seeing you there and you there as well.
Well, thank you very much for having me on the show today. So
thank you for coming. In our continuation of what's going on in Smith County, that's going to be going on November, December, we've got a couple of guests here. Lieutenant Maynard has come by, and Beth. Well, I'll let you introduce yourselves. Tell them who you are and what you do.
Okay. My name is Beth Davis. I work at the Smith County Sheriff's Office. I'm the jail administrator, and I'm also the program coordinator for our Santa Shoppers program. And with me is Lieutenant Ronnie Maynard.
Okay, and this is a Santa's Shoppers program, and what they're talking about here is a way that people out there can get involved in what's going on to help kids. But tell us. We've said who you are. Okay, what are you doing? Tell us about Santa's Shopper.
Okay, our program was started about 3 years ago, so we're going in our 4th year. We identify children in the community that need extra help with Christmas shopping. So we identify children that might not have a Christmas, and we partner them with an officer to do some shopping at our local Walmart. It's a great program. We're in our 4th year. We've helped almost 180 children through generous donations from the community. We're accepting donations currently. Those can be sent to the chamber building. We're looking forward to this year's program. Not only does it create a shopping experience for the children, also it's somewhat of a mentor program for the kids, because they know that the officers, they don't have to be afraid of the officers. They're there for them. And so these kids learn that they can approach the officers without having to be afraid of them.
Boy, that's a good dual purpose right there. I like that. Also, the donations that they make are tax deductible because it goes through a 501c3.
That's correct. That's correct. And like I said, donations are being channeled through the chamber building. The Smith County Living, we partnered with them to accept our donations, and we have had successful years in the past, and we're very excited about this year. We did receive some grants this year already. We received the Walmart grant, and we've applied for a couple additional grants as well.
Okay, and that's wonderful. And if you want to be involved in the Santa Shoppers to help a child that wouldn't otherwise get a gift, you can call us at the chamber, 615-735-2093, or how is another way to contact?
You can call me at the Sheriff's Department at 615-735-2626. We'll start our application process on November the 6th, and those are being processed by the Smith County Help Center, so they can just go by and apply. We also send some letters home with some children through the school system as well.
Okay, so if you want to donate, you can call the number. If you want to, somebody that needs to be put on the list for Christmas, you can also call that same number. Tell me this. If I remember right, you have kind of a party up at the sheriff's office for the kids, and was it Snowbird there one year?
Yes, last year we had Snowbird that joined us. We also have some storytelling. We have some people come in and read some stories. We have a pizza party, so it's really fun. We've partnered with some other agencies to help us, because we had 110 children last year that we had to take shopping.
Wonderful.
So we were lucky to have the local agencies help us, Carthage City, South Carthage, Gordonsville, Highway Patrol, and then of course all officers are shopping as well.
And a lot of times during Christmas you go, well, I don't know if I'm giving to this, if it's really going to who I want it to. I can assure you that this goes to children that really need this, and it's kids that have been identified because of their relationship either with the the court or with human services or something like that. So it's kids that really could use this. And the time that I went up to the party, it is so wonderful to see them laughing and having a good time. And the jail, the foyer there in the courtroom is full of kids, and they're all having, just a wonderful time. I think this is a wonderful program. I'm so glad that you guys take the time to do it. And obviously, if it wasn't for the sheriff and the officers and everyone that's involved in yourself, this wouldn't be happening. So thank you very much for what you do for the kids. And with that, thank you. I'd like to mention something. This is all volunteer for everyone that works at the Sheriff's Department. Is that right?
That's
Can you
correct.
explain that?
Yes, all of our officers that participate that night, which we have 100% participation from our officers, and it's all volunteer. They're not getting paid for that time, so they come out to take these children shopping just out of the goodness of their heart, and they love this program. We're so thankful that we can give back to the community like this, and our officers, like I said, they don't get paid. They love it. This is the best program that we have going right now for the children. So.
Yeah, and I know you go down to the Walmart there and they run it through one register, and that's another part that I've actually seen is the kids down there shopping, and so that's a wonderful sight.
Yeah, and the children, they get to, if they're old enough, they get to ride with the officers, and they love, turning on the lights, and it's just an awesome sight to see.
Well, what I love about that, when I was brought up that a police officer was somebody that you went to if you needed help, and that's the kind of people that we have here. It's people that'll help you, and I'm glad that these kids are learning that these are guys that they're going to help you if you're in trouble, and I think that's the image that they need to have, especially that age. So again, appreciate what you guys are doing, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next year and tell us about how successful it was, because I know it's gotten bigger every year, hasn't it?
It has gotten bigger.
That's wonderful, and thanks Sheriff Hopper for everybody down there for doing this.
We will.
All right,
Thank you.
folks, we're going to take and go up and down the street and see what's going on in the little town of Carthage. Well, we're on our downtown stroll here in Carthage, and we're at River's Edge. This is Miss Diane Leroy. Diane, say hello to the folks out there.
Hello. I'd like to welcome everybody on down to our new location here at 222 and 224 Main Street, about 7 doors down from our old location.
Right, you're almost directly across from the old historic courthouse here on Main Street. Now, there's a lot of things going on, so we're going to try to walk through them because I know you're going to be involved in some of them. I know in the end of November, you're going to be open. Tell people when you're open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturday, 9 till 4. We're only closed on Sundays. And we'll be open extended hours on a Sunday of the Christmas parade, which is
November the 26th.
Okay.
Yeah. And November 25th is Shop Small. American Express does this program called Shop Small Saturday. I get my tongue tied. And, of course, you're going to participate in that. And that's when, all the businesses in town, they try to get them to be open, and they try to get, people to recognize them. Now, tell us about the River's Edge Antiques. What do you have here? Is this all one store that's yours, or do you have other people that are involved? What's going on here at River's Edge?
We have quite a few vendors here at River's Edge. It's a lot of different people, a good variety of items, and it changes every day. New things come in every day.
Okay, well, you said you had different vendors. How many vendors do you think you have?
Probably close to 15 vendors.
Okay, and I've noticed everything from, there's a Christmas tree. Here's a cabinet full of crystal behind us. I can't imagine what all you do have, but I have seen a little bit of everything. I've seen saddles. Can you go through, name some of the items? There's signs.
We have Fenton and Fostoria. We have antiques of all kinds, all different eras. We have newer furniture. We have painted furniture. We have reproduction furniture. and just little treasures that people find and bring in. All of our vendors are always out looking for new and exciting items to bring in and sell.
So the inventory is changing?
I never know what we're going to have from one day to the next. The inventory is always changing.
Okay, well, I know I come in and it looks like it's almost like you're moving around every day.
Feels like it sometimes.
Yeah, I'm sure that does. Well, now, let's see. You've got this brilliant guy, Brandon Cherry, that is sometimes can be seen in here.
Yes.
If anybody wants to see the famous Brandon Cherry, this is the place to find him. And then I know Miss Sandra Martin helps you.
Sandra Martin helps me also, yes.
Yeah, and she's a wonderful lady. And I know you got a lot of other good vendors in here. That's just happens to be two of the ones that I know. Well, Diane, I appreciate you letting us come into your store. Is there anything special going on? Let's see. During the Christmas play, It's a Wonderful Life.
Christmas play, A Wonderful Life, that Bill Reese is putting on, we have 6 days that we're going to be open, special hours. The Friday and Saturdays will be open late in the evening for evening shopping, probably till 9 or 9:30. And then on those Sundays, when he has a matinee, we'll be open for shopping hours right before, during, and after the play.
Okay, and it looks like a pretty exciting place. I know right now the streets seem to be pretty full with traffic and a lot of cars parked, and I know there are people coming in and out. They're trying to get in this door. We got it blocked, but they're coming in and out. So it looks like a lot of things are going on.
Yeah,
so,
it's definitely picking up for the Christmas shopping season, I can tell already.
Okay, well, good. Well, folks, if you want to come down and find that special gift for somebody, you talk to Miss Diane. She'll fix you up. We're here at Kim's Frame and Art, and this is Miss Kim Winfrey. Kim, thank you for letting us come into your store.
You're welcome.
Now, what do you do here? I know I've had a few frames and things done, but a lot of people wouldn't know. What exactly do you do at Kim's Frame and Art?
Well, we frame just about anything you'd want to bring in. You name it, we can frame it.
Okay, from little tiny things to
the largest size.
I know I brought one in that was about 4 foot wide and 2 or 3 foot tall, and you framed it up, no problem.
We sure can. I have gone all the way up as big as a quilt before.
Well, now, I notice here behind me there's a lot of bins that have, I guess you'd call them prints.
Yes, we have a lot of prints.
And I know.
Framed and unframed.
Yeah, I think I bought one here back several years ago, and it all of a sudden, I ain't going to tell nobody where I live. It's worth several $1,000s.
That's exactly right.
And I think I paid a few hundred here for it.
That's true. You never know.
Yeah,
so do go up in value.
Right, and I brought it right here at Kim's Frame and Art.
Thank you.
Of course, it was several years back.
Yes, yep.
But you've been in business here how long?
January of next year will be 40 years.
40 years that you've been in this shop.
Yes.
So you saw the ebb and flow and a lot of change in the town. A lot of change.
Yes.
Well, now I hear the traffic out there right now. Isn't there a little more traffic than has been in the last few years?
Yes, there is. I think Carthage is really picking up.
Yeah, I think it is too. I'm seeing more cars parked in the parking places and people passing
More
by.
to offer every day.
Well, and we got more stores opening now
That's
too.
right, yes.
Now you've been able to weather the storm. You were here when there was very few people in town.
Oh, it was bad. We've had a lot of hard years, but we've come through and we're still surviving.
Okay, and you of course are a Winfrey, and Smith County's full of Winfreys.
Oh, we are. There's a bunch of us.
They're like Woodards and Thistles,
That's right. That's right.
There's a lot of us around.
Blowing in the wind, yep.
Okay. Well, I just really thank you for letting us come into your store. It is a beautiful place. Folks, if you haven't been to Kim's Frame Shop, you need to come by and see her.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're on our tour of the downtown Carthage. We're here at the Archive and the Tangled Nest.
Yes.
Would you introduce yourself?
I'm Kristen Cowan, and I'm one of 3 partners that own this store. I'm partnered with Ashley Hackett and Kimberly Grissom as well.
Okay, now, Kristen, tell me what hours do you keep here?
We are open Monday through Friday, 11:30 to 5:30, and then Saturdays from 10 to 3.
Okay, and what is your product? What do you usually are you known for?
We specialize in really unique, different, one-of-a-kind clothing and our jewelry. We hand make all the jewelry here. Besides just a few, we carry a couple other brands too. Most of all of our smaller brands we carry, like the lotions and the jewelry and the dream catchers and pillows, home decor. It is handmade. The only thing not really handmade in our store is just the clothing.
Okay, so anything you get here is probably going to be unique then?
Yes, very unique.
Okay, well, I've heard a lot of people talk about that aspect of it, and it's really a good selling point for you. Tell me this, you recently just moved locations, so some folks out there might not realize that you've moved. You want to tell them where the address here and how to get to the store?
It is 213 Main Street. It's right in the downtown Carthage, and it is the black building, just newly painted. It says Archive and the Tangled Nest on the front. Can't really miss it because it really stands out. It's one of a kind.
Yeah, and if you've been in town a little while, it's right straight across from the candy bar and just not too far up from the old historic courthouse.
That's right.
Well, thank you for letting us come in the store. It is really a nice looking store. Folks, if you get a chance, you need to come to the Archive and the Tangled Nest. Okay, we're continuing our tour of downtown Carthage, and we're here at the, what do you call this store?
Smith County Help Center and Second Editions.
I know, because it had three names actually on the door, so I wasn't sure which one to go with. It's all
Smith
of those
County Help
things.
Center and Second Editions.
And the thrift store. Okay, introduce yourself.
My name is Pamela Ferris, and I'm the director here.
Okay, Pamela, how long have you been in the position that you're in here?
Going on 5 years.
That's what I was thinking. You started about the same time that I started out the chamber.
Yep.
I've been having fun. I hope you have too.
I have. I've enjoyed my job tremendously.
I know you're doing a great job at it. At least that's what I'm told from other folks.
But that's what matters.
Yeah, it is. Now, tell them about the store. What do you do here?
The thrift store is run by donations that come through Smith County residents, and they drop it off. The Help Center is kind of like the second part, and all monetary donations, 100% of that goes directly towards client assistance, and then it feeds the rest through donations.
Okay. Well, now let's talk about the clothing store. If I've got something at home that I'm not wearing, it's still good. That's the kind of stuff you're looking for, is that right?
Yes, bring it and we'll sell it.
Okay, and then that goes to tools or kitchen appliances, anything.
Do not take mattresses.
Okay, I can understand that. And probably don't take pets either.
No.
Okay.
I did have somebody ask me if I could take a guinea pig one time.
Well, and if you can move him pretty quick, I would say that would be a good thing. Well, so if somebody comes in here and they're looking for a bargain, this is the place to come, right?
This is the place. All shirts are $2, pants $2. We got a bag sale going on with the toys. Big toys, 13-gallon bag, trash bag, $2.
Wow, that is very reasonable. And I know walking by a few times, I've seen some Levi's hanging on. So there's some good stuff in here if
yes,
you
it is.
get it at the right time. Now you bring it in the back, of course, sort it, clean it, and stock it. Okay, so, let's talk about the Help Center itself. There are some people that find themselves kind of down on their luck sometimes, and you're one of the people that they can call to find out where they can get help. Is that right?
Yes, sir, it is. Our place will help with utility bills, food boxes, emergency lodging, emergency gas, if they're stuck on the interstate for the emergency lodging and the gas. And if you're low income and if you qualify, you just call and make an appointment, and we'll get you in and get you screened. Okay,
and you do an interview process, and then you can help folks.
Yes, I sure do.
Okay. Is there anything I'm failing to ask?
We are starting our Christmas program soon. It's Toyland, Angel Tree, and you call and make an appointment. It goes on between November the 6th and December the 8th. You have to call and make an appointment, and it's going to run for 4 weeks for me taking applications, and then it will end.
Okay, and if somebody qualifies, that means that they get gifts for their children.
Their children in Smith County.
Okay, that is wonderful. So if you're a resident of Smith County, the Help Center is a place you need to be if you're looking for a bargain, and if you're having maybe a hard time, Pam can probably advise you or help you out or get you to the right person. And
if I don't know the answer, I'll find it.
I've definitely heard that. Pam, thanks for letting us come in.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming.
All right. Okay, we're here at Step Into the Past. We're on our tour of Carthage here, seeing what merchants there are open and what they've got to offer. Would you please introduce yourself?
I'm Kathy Nagy.
Okay, Kathy, and you work here for Miss Teresa Turner, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now tell us about the store. First off, tell us about the hours. When are you open?
Monday through Saturday, 9:30 to 4:30.
Okay, and so if somebody wants to come by during those hours, you should be here. And of course, you're on Main Street in Carthage. What street number is it? Do you remember?
330 Main Street.
Okay, 330 Main Street. All right, now Step Into the Past is an eclectic collection
Yes.
of antiques and current items as well, as from what I have been able to see.
Right.
Now, if you want to talk about it a little bit, I mean, I see everything from depression glass to jewelry to there's a little bit of everything here. But
Right.
why don't you put it into your words? What do you guys offer?
Well, Vera Bradley, which is half off. All the clothes are half off. There's also vintage jewelry, costume jewelry, chalk paint, furniture, lots of glass, a little bit of everything, tools.
Okay.
And the shop across the street that we call the Esso is also full of furniture and vintage things, primitive things.
Okay, yeah, because I've noticed that shop over there. You see like plows and things of that nature, and carts.
Wrought iron.
Wrought iron.
We call rusty gold.
It's called rusty gold. There you go. That's a good name for it.
We sell a lot of that.
Sell a lot of rusty
Right.
gold.
Right.
Well, now, tell me, in the store here, I noticed a lot of jewelry on the counter. I would think there's about anything for anyone here. Also
Right.
notice frames, mirrors.
Frames, pictures. There's also 3 rooms upstairs that are full. Vintage kitchen, more furniture, a lot of miscellaneous.
Okay, so if you've ever seen that, what is that, American Pickers, the show on TV? If you're somebody out here and you like American Pickers, you need to come to this shop because they got just about anything you can think of.
We hear that
We
all
do.
the time.
We do. A little
Well-
bit of everything.
Well, thank you for letting us come
Thank
in.
you very
and
much.
And remember, Vera Bradley is half off,
Half
and it's
off.
all the way through as long as they're open through December.
Right, and all clothes.
Okay.
Half off.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we're on our tour of downtown Carthage, and we're at the Candy Bar. I tell you what, introduce yourself. Tell them who you are.
I am Kayla Etherly.
Okay, and Kayla, this is the Candy Bar, right? Now, what do you do here at the Candy Bar? What do you sell?
I make cotton candy, coffee, ice cream, milkshakes.
So anything that's sweet.
Yeah, sweet stuff.
Okay, and I noticed you got a cooler full of Yoo-Hoo
Yes.
and Jones soda, and then there is an entire rack of
Yeah.
unlimited candy. It
Yes.
looks like. Okay, what are the hours? How often are you open?
Like the hours that I work.
Oh
or-
no, the store.
We're open 11. We open at 11. I think every day except for Saturday. Yeah, that's what it says. On Saturday we open at 9:30. No, wait. Yeah. At 9:30 we open on Saturdays. And we close at 9 during the week, and on Sundays we close at 5, and on Saturdays we close at 6.
Okay, so you're open basically if somebody's in school or something like that after school, they can come by here.
Definitely.
Okay, you're at 315 Main Street here in Carthage, and I believe Miss Melissa Hebert and Mr. Jim Hebert own the store. And so, okay. Well, is there anything special going on for December, or are you guys just selling candy?
Actually, tomorrow we're having a special where you can come in and get a free cup of coffee.
Okay, all
And
right.
we have like random stuff like that sometimes.
Okay, and I know sometimes they do stuff with report cards if a kid, a child brings a report card in.
On report card days, we have free cotton candy for kids if you bring in your report card.
Okay, because I know I seen them lined up outside the store.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you very much for talking with us.
Thank you.
And folks, if you get a sweet tooth, come to the Candy Bar. It's on 315 Main Street in Carthage. Okay, we're continuing our trip down the street to Carthage here, and we're at the Cozy Cabin. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Debbie.
And Debbie, tell us about the Cozy Cabin. What do you sell here?
Well, the Cozy Cabin is a unique boutique. I do like one of a kind on a lot of my clothes. They're affordable, and I do sizes small through 3X.
Okay, so you basically got everybody covered, and I noticed you got quite a bit of stuff here. You got some more stuff in the back, I
plus
believe.
sizes are in the back.
Okay, so they can come in and try something on if they want?
Yes.
Okay, now what are your hours?
Now, my hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 5.
Okay, and you're at
311 Main.
311 Main Street. If they wanted to call and ask you a question or something like that, do you have a?
I have a Facebook page.
Facebook page. That's
yes, and there is a call number on that. All you got to do is push the button and it'll call me.
Okay, so you're on Facebook and you're open here on Main Street in Carthage, and you're going to be a part of our Shop Small. I guess
Yes,
November
I
the
am.
25th.
Getting all stocked up, ready for that.
All right, and then November the 26th is our parade. And
yes.
everything.
We'll have new stock for that one too.
Okay, if you're looking for some unique clothes, come to the Cozy Cabin.
Looking forward to seeing you.
Okay, continuing on our trip through Carthage, we're at Tilley Furniture. Mark, introduce yourself.
My name is Mark Tilley, owner of Tilley Furniture and Appliance Company.
Okay, and Mark, you've been an institution around here for a long time. How long has this store been here and
We've
open?
been here since 1930.
1930, okay. Yeah. Well, obviously you've modernized because this sure looks like new furniture and nice stuff.
Hopefully it comes and goes pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, I was just looking at some of these the recliners, and man, they look sharp.
Thank you.
What all do you sell here?
Well, we sell several different brands, but our main two brands in upholstery is Catnapper and Best Home Furnishings.
Okay.
Both built in the United States, one here in Tennessee and one in Indiana, southern Indiana.
Okay, and do you ship anywhere, or how do you sell?
We sell mainly just direct to the public. Yeah, I mean,
okay.
We don't really ship anywhere, but it comes to us. We sell it and deliver.
Okay,
yeah.
So you deliver what kind of radius?
We deliver most every county touching Smith and surrounding counties.
Okay,
it's probably is where our base is. Yeah.
So if you're watching this on DTC. Mr. Mark can help you out with some furniture, and I know. Do you have anything special going on during December?
We have several items marked down. That a lot of them that are closeouts, a lot of them are new things that we have gotten in that are on sale right now. So hopefully that will be going through December and January. Hopefully.
Okay. So, and it looks like you got stock. That's for sure. It sure looks nice.
We're a little low on some things right now, but we're in the process of getting things back in that we have been out of. So, and things are ordered. Hopefully, they'll be in by the end of before December.
Okay. Now, if somebody wanted to come see you, what are your hours?
We are here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 till 6. Closed on Wednesdays, possibly open on Wednesdays during December, and usually 9 to 1 or 2 on Saturdays.
Okay.
We can be reached at 615-735-9494.
Okay, so if they want to make an appointment,
absolutely,
you'll come by and talk with them.
We'll stay late or come in and meet them anytime.
And you got a pumpkin there. He's going to be up for a few more days, and then I guess Christmas hits, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, Thanksgiving. We all seem to forget about that.
We still do decorate for Thanksgiving. Yes, we
do. Well,
we're one of the few. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yes.
Well, all right, Mark. Thank you for letting us come in your store. And folks, if you're looking for a furniture bargain, I believe Mr. Tilley can help you.
Thank you.
We are continuing our look at the stores in Carthage, and now we're at Wish 86. Introduce yourself. Tell them about your store.
Hey, I'm Lindsay Bowes. I'm part owner of Wish 86. Lived in Carthage for 6 years. Love being here.
Okay, well now, Wish 86, you and your partner, I guess, just kind of picked that name. I love the decorations and the decor.
Thank you so much.
You guys did well. Tell me this. Let's tell them your hours first. What hours are you?
So we're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3.
Okay, and if somebody wanted to come here, what's the address?
It is 110 3rd Avenue West, Carthage, Tennessee.
Okay, and how would you describe your store? What do you have here?
We have a lot of women's clothing. Mostly, we kind of describe it as vintage inspired, boho chic. We also have a lot of monogramming jackets, sweaters, a little bit of everything.
Okay, so in other words, what I'm hearing is that you're not going to find this at the mall. This is better than that.
It is a lot better than that.
A lot better than that. That's
unique.
I know my wife has told me that. Oh, it's much better than that. Oh, at one time we have a little girl, and I think it was Matilda Jane or something like that you had here.
Yeah, Lindsay. She does Matilda Jane, so she sells that.
Okay. All right. So you're covering young ladies all the way from here to here,
newborn
right?
to as old as you can get.
Okay, all right. Well, I know I see a wide variety of folks coming in and out of the store then.
Yeah.
How long have you been open?
We've been open since March of 2015, so almost 2 years.
Okay, and prior to that, you had a traveling, or still have a traveling boutique?
I do. Van Lou's Traveling Boutique, and I've had it for almost 6 years, so been on the road for a while.
Okay, well, I know I hear a lot of good things about that, and I love it when we have a festival here. You kind of open the store and the truck up, and
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you guys have a good place here. I love the building itself. I don't know if you know any of the history of the building, but
I don't know a lot.
It is a wonderful building, the way it's fixed and the way you guys have decorated it and everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, folks, if nothing else, if you come just to see the building, but if you come in here, you're going to buy something because this is a great store.
We have a little bit of everything.
All right. Well, Lindsay, thank you for letting us come in. Are you doing anything in December special that you want to talk about?
We'll have sales going on, different sales every week. But November 26th, we have a festival downtown. So.
Okay. Yeah, November 26th is the parade and the festival downtown, and November 25th is Shop Small Saturday.
Okay, good.
And so we'll be having a lot going on. So, folks, if you want to come down to Carthage, there'll be a lot happening, all through the next month. Okay, when you're walking through Carthage and you come down to Water Street, you come to one of the icons in the town, and it's Smith County Hardware. They've been here 71 years right on this spot. And here's the thing. When I lived in Lancaster, Tennessee as a young boy, I used to hear my grandfather and father say, if you need something and you can't find it anywhere else, you can find it at Smith County Hardware. Well, that's still true today. They carry a wide variety of hardware items, anything that you can think of to need, anything from lawnmowers to saws and hammers, paint, anything you can think of. And this is a wonderful store to come in, and it's a do-it-best hardware right now. So, folks, when you're in Carthage, come by Smith County Hardware, and you'll find what you need. Okay, on our trip through Carthage, we had to, of course, stop at D.T. McCall and Sons, and Mr. John, tell them who you are.
Bill, I'm John McCall with D.T. McCall and Sons in Carthage. I've been a partner in this business since 1961.
Okay, and how long has this store been here?
This store was started by my grandfather in 1896.
Okay, so
at a place called Flat Rock.
Really, Flat Rock down the road?
Yes.
Okay.
And my dad worked out of that business with a horse and buggy. That's all they had back then to deliver on. He carried household items to, people in the area. And in 1932, he bought a place on the square in Carthage.
Okay.
And he sold the first electrical appliances that were sold in Smith County. And he got someone at the bank to let him put a stove and refrigerator up there. And that's where the first electric appliances were sold in Smith County.
Wow, that is some history I did not know. And folks of you, those of you that wouldn't know, Flat Rock is a pretty good ways away from here, and it's kind of out in the country.
Yep.
So I guess he was moving to at that time the big city, and the reason I bring that up, the big city, I have been told that you cannot find a selection any larger in Nashville than you can find right here in Carthage at this store. Is that right?
We have the largest appliance selection of probably any store in Tennessee. And we sell appliances. We sell appliances all over the state. We've delivered package deals as far away as Florida. It's and of course we deliver to Nashville, to Lebanon, to Cookville, and anywhere within 125 miles of Carthage.
Well, I know one time when we were interviewing you, you said you actually had somebody from Alaska come down and buy something one time. So you're well known.
I had a customer call me one time from Anchorage, Alaska, in July, and he said, "My brother watches you on a morning show, and I believe it's a Ralph Emery show. And he tells me that you're one of the largest dealers in the Southeast on Davis cabinet furniture." And I said, "Yes, sir, we've been selling that a long time." He said, "My wife and I are school teachers up here, and I've been promising her I would buy 2 of those suits someday. So I want to buy them from you, and I'm going to come down there Christmas. And my folks live in Florence, Alabama. I'm going to come down there on Christmas and pick them up."
Yeah.
He walked in the front door at 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve, he shook hands with me, said, "I'm Jesse Gray, and I'm here to pick up my furniture from Anchorage, Alaska."
Wow. Now that's a story you don't hear every day, that's for sure.
But we loaded him up, and he went on to Florence, Alabama, and took some more stuff. He picked some more stuff up down there that was furniture and stuff that he already had, and pulled it all the way back. He was in a dual-wheel pickup truck and pulling up one of those fifth-wheel trailers.
Well, now, you sell TVs, you sell washers and dryers and refrigerators and freezers. You sell, obviously, beds and recliners and couches.
We're one of the largest lazy boy dealers in the area.
Okay. Well, and what's your number one appliance that you sell? What do you sell a lot of those?
Probably Frigidaire's up there close to the top. But we have GE and Whirlpool and Samsung and Electrolux and Amana. We carry some version of all the major brands.
So if somebody walks through that front door right there and they're wanting something, highly likely they're going to be able to leave here with it, or you'll deliver it to them, right?
We'll deliver it free.
Yeah, that's right.
It's amazing what some of the big box stores do to you an appliance. I had a customer in here about 2 or 3 weeks ago that came up to buy a set of laundry that we had on sale. It was both pieces for $6.99, and he told me, he said, "John, I can buy that in Nashville for $6.99." And I said, "Well, did you ask about what the add-on charges were?" And he said, "No." He said, "Would you find out for me?" I got one of my salespeople to call the store he was talking about, and the difference is $6.99 to deliver it and hook it up and furnish the washer hoses, the dryer vent hoses, and all the things, and haul off the old ones. The total difference was $190.
Okay, and that's a big chunk.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. So, folks, when you're talking about that or thinking about buying something, then you need to consider that when you're looking at one of these other places like that.
Yeah,
hold that a little closer.
A lot of them charge extra for the washer hoses. They charge for the dryer vent hose. They charge for the dryer cord that you have to have. And they charge to take out the old ones, and then they charge to do all the connections and electrical hookups.
So it's like an add-on or something that they do.
It's like an add-on, but they advertise at the same price, sometimes at the same price that we do, but we include all that in the price that we advertise.
Right, and as far as I know, you've been doing that as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
Well, I know we're glad you're in Smith County, and folks, if you're watching out there, it's worth a trip down here just to see what they've got. Let me back up just a little bit. Now, you said this started in the 1800s, and it basically, you said started out of a wagon, so that was what they called peddlers back then. They used to go around and sell. So that's the history for this store. So you guys have been in the retail business for 100 and something years.
121 years.
Okay, and it looks like it's going to continue on for a while.
And it's, I remember my dad bringing me to the store on Saturday when I was 6 and 7 years old.
Yeah,
he would bring me in here, and I would watch him. Wait on customers and talk to customers, and he was out for a few minutes one day, and he came back in, and I was trying to sell a customer a refrigerator, and I was repeating everything that I'd heard him say about it.
That's good training. It sure is.
I think that was the point that he decided he wanted me in the business. So when I graduated from high school, he made me a partner in the business before I went to college, because I think he was afraid I would go to college and find something else I wanted to do.
Yeah, that happens a lot of times. So he was smart to do that. Well, now tell me this: you got the Carthage location. How many other locations do you have?
We have a store. Our second store that we put in was in Lafayette.
Mm-hmm.
The third was Cookville.
Okay.
The fourth was Lebanon.
Okay.
And now we have a location in Franklin, Tennessee.
Okay.
So we have 5 locations, and all of the delivery is done from here because all of our warehousing is here.
Right.
So all those other stores send orders in here every afternoon, and we schedule delivery because all of our warehousing is done here.
Okay, so this is basically the distribution center for all of your stores.
Distribution center, but we have customers. We have customers all over Middle Tennessee.
Right,
who have been buying here for quite some time.
Well, I see Mr. Albert's portrait with his arm up going along the interstate everywhere I go. So yeah, he's a famous guy, that's for sure.
All that started on the Emery show.
Yeah. Ralph Emery, I remember getting up and watching that.
Yeah.
And you guys helped make a lot of people famous. I think the Judds got their start on the Ralph Emery show when you guys were there.
Yeah.
So, folks, if you get a chance, you really need to come and see this. Talk to John. He's got a handsome, smart son named JJ.
Yep.
JJ's back there. We can't get him on camera, can we? Anyway, you come and talk to one of these guys, and they'll fix you up with whatever you need. John, thank you for letting us come.
Okay, thank you, Bill.
All right.
We appreciate it. We appreciate the people in this county and this area. It's been good to us, and we appreciate it, and all of the loyal customers that we've had over the years.
Oh, yeah. You guys have a great name here, and I tell you, Smith County's a great place to live. I think we agree on that.
It's the best.
Yes, I
the
agree.
Best.
Okay, we're still continuing our tour of the town here, and we stopped in at Sheila's Main Street Florist. Kayla, introduce yourself.
I'm Kayla Gillespie. I just help Sheila here part-time. I'm actually her niece. But we setting up for Christmas right now, so it's a little out of order.
Oh, well, it looks really great to me. I look around and I see a lot of stuff that I think a person would want to take home. You guys have a lot of gift items here, I believe.
Yes, sir.
And now how many rooms, 3 or 4 rooms full of gift items?
There's about 5, really. It's stocked full, so yeah, if you can't find something here, I don't know where you would find something.
Right. Well, now, what do you guys, at Sheila's Main Street Florist, what do you basically say that you do?
Well, fresh cut arrangements is probably what we do the most, I would say, besides the gift items for the funeral homes.
Okay. So, and you do floral design. Say, for instance, I wanted to give my wife some type of a gift. You could make a floral arrangement for me?
Right. Yes, sir. We do a lot of that. A lot of husbands call, well, I did such and such, make her happy, So we just try to make our customers happy best we can.
There you go, and you've probably saved a lot of marriages that way.
We might have. I won't say about that one, but yeah, probably.
Well, that's a good thing. Okay, now, if somebody wanted to call here, what's the phone number?
735-9933.
Okay, and you're located at what address?
902 North Main Street.
902 North Main Street in Carthage.
Right across from Sanderson.
Okay, and what are your hours that you're open?
We're open 8 to 4 Monday through Friday, and 8 to 12 on Saturdays.
Okay, folks, if you need a floral arrangement and you're here in Smith County, we got a lot of good florists, and this is one of them, Sheila's Main Street Florist. You stop by and see them. Thanks, Kayla.
Thank you.
All right, we're here at Ebel's Tavern, and we are still doing our tour of Carthage, obviously, and we ran into Mr. Cole Ebel. He is the proprietor here. Cole, say hi to the folks out there.
How's everybody doing? Welcome y'all to come out to Ebel's Tavern whenever you'd like to. We got awesome food, awesome drinks, great environment, great service. Everything's great.
Yeah, it's a good place to come to. Now, tell me this, how long have you been open?
We've been open just a little bit over 2 months, Bill.
All right.
We've had a lot of learning experiences. We have got a great staff up here. We've been working tirelessly around the clock between my wife and I, between quite a few different jobs, and it's just been a great success. It's been rocking. We've had a lot of great people coming in. It's been a good community thing, and yeah, we're loving it.
Yeah, well, I know when I come here, there's a lot of folks here. The one thing I love about it is, and I know you know the history, this was the old printing press room for the Carthage Courier back years ago.
Yes, sir.
And then it's been several things since then, and you came in here and basically redid the entire floor and changed the building. Of course, you own the building, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we picked up this building back in March, and we saw the basement and was like, we got to put a tavern in there. We've got to put like this post-colonial, like founding of our country style tavern in there. So we gutted everything out, the walls and everything, and they're all natural. They're obviously 100 years old. The building is 100 years old this year. So, and then we're also fortunate, we got Kim's Frame and Art with the building. Miss Kim, she's been up there for 39 years.
Right.
So January she's open for 40 years. So we're just excited to be a part of the downtown community.
Well, what I like about it too is you took the traditional meaning of the word tavern, where people could come, the family could come, everybody could be here. And I know I bring my little girl here, and it's a good environment, and you can bring your family here and have a nice meal.
Oh, absolutely, and it is the traditional word of the meaning tavern, which is, I mean, that's where everybody went. Back in the day, everybody went to, if there was an event, people had church and taverns, people had, any social gathering, any political events, things happened in taverns. That was a way of life, especially in the founding of Carthage. And you know how I'm a big history buff. We try to hit as many different things as possible. Copper was a big metal used.
Yeah, I noticed you got the copper
we got this
counters.
Great copper top bar built by people in Carthage. We are 97% have Smith County employees here. We got one employee that lives right on the border of Jackson County, but we're proud to have all Smith County employees. And so we just we love this community, and we're ready to pour into it. And the community's been great to us.
Well, I know when I come in here, and the wait staff and the people that talk to me, it's people that I know. So it's a great atmosphere and everything. Well, you and your wife have done a great job here, and you tell Erica that she did really good on this, and I know you had to help a little.
Yeah. Erica was here the whole time. I was just laying in a hammock on the beach the whole time. So.
And that's not true, folks. Cole's a hard worker, and it's good to have you in the community.
Well, building this place was great. I mean, it was a community event. I had so many people just come out and donate their time, donate their money. I've got a buddy who came out. He worked tirelessly for 4 or 5 months. Didn't charge me a dime for all of his help. When we moved the vent hood in, we had just strangers come across the street and just help haul this thing inside. And then I've also had a lot of good influence, a lot of good people that have been really consulting me in positive ways. How do we need to be presenting this? How do we need to be presenting that? What kind of food does Carthage want? So we really try to hit every aspect that we can. We try to hit, Reuben sandwiches is one of those things that just has been a hit. Everyone is. Right. We've had so many compliments of people saying this is the best Reuben I've had, and I've traveled everywhere. We had a compliment last night. Our Philly cheesesteak guy went to Philadelphia, and he ate at what was called the world's best Philly cheesesteaks there, and he said that our Philly cheesesteak rivaled it. So we're really proud of our kitchen staff. We're proud of the front of the house. The other thing that we love here too, and not everyone's a beer drinker, but for the beer drinkers, we are big beer connoisseurs up here. We like to do the quality beer, not necessarily the quantity beer. So we offer cool things like flights, so you can try all the different flavored beers. We got a lot of local brews, places out in Putnam County, out in DeKalb County, out in Davidson County, out in White County. We've got just a ton of great beers, and a lot of people in those communities just trying to bring more business into the Upper Cumberland and let people it's really about educating people on beer and educating people on different food styles.
Well, you're doing a wonderful thing that Chambers of Commerce liked. You're using local, and you're buying local, and you're presenting local, so that's what counts.
Well, this and one thing we got coming up next week is we got the Halloween party coming up, and so we worked with some local businesses here to sponsor some different costume contests for best male costume, best female costume, and don't worry, I'm not a judge, so I'm okay. We got scariest costume, funniest costume, all kinds of good things going on. We're gonna have appetizers out here.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's gonna be a blast. And then we work. Another thing we really try hard to is work with the local businesses around here. Work with the new shops that have come up just since we've moved in. Work with some of the up and coming restaurants as well, because we're under the impression that let's get more businesses in Smith County, because the more businesses here are gonna help all of us out.
Oh, no doubt.
We're excited to be a part of this local community, and we're big locals. So.
Well, October 31st is when they're having the big party in the costume contest. They're going to be giving candy out from 5 to 8 up here on the street, and then I guess your costume contest starts about 8:30, I believe.
Yeah. You come on down at 8 o'clock. Now it is 21 and up for the costume contest. And,
right.
We know that there's another Wish 86 across the street.
Right. They're doing one over
the kids costume contest. So we got something downtown for kids. We got something downtown for adults, and it's just going to be a great time. And again, we are besides that night, we're a very family friendly environment. People bring their kids in all the time. People have their high school reunions here, their birthday parties here. We have a lot of people come in here for a lot of different reasons. A lot, whether they're just getting off of work, or they're a government official, whoever they are, we get them in here.
Well, Cole, thank you for letting us come in, and we wish you all the success in the world. We're looking forward to seeing what you do down the road.
All right, appreciate it, Bill.
All right, thank you, sir. Okay, we're still here at Ebel's Tavern, and we just talked to Cole, who's the owner. We wanted to talk to somebody else and we found Abigail here. Abigail, well, just say hi to the folks.
Hey, how are you guys doing? My name's Abigail, and I work here at Ebel's Tavern, and I'm very lucky to have this job because we have great craft beer. We're going to have some mixed drinks soon, Bloody Marys, margaritas, wine, a little something for everybody. And we also have a new signature trio, and it's any 3 appetizers, full menu for $15.
Okay. Well, now, you guys are open till midnight on the weekends and 11 o'clock during the week.
Yes, sir. We're open till midnight.
Okay, and I think you're open starting at 11 o'clock every day?
Absolutely. And when there's big football games or hockey games on, this is the place to be. Everyone's cheering and ready.
Right. You got the TV right over the bar here.
Absolutely. Come out and wear your jersey and support your team.
Okay. Well, Abigail, thank you for talking with us. Tell them your favorite dish before we go.
Thank you. My favorite dish is chicken tenders and French fries.
All right. Folks, if you want some good food, come to Ebel's Tavern. Okay, we're doing our tour of Carthage and some of the merchants that are here, and we came into, is it the menagerie?
Menagerie on Main.
Menagerie on Main. You say that 3 times real fast. That's a unique name. I like that. Would you introduce yourself?
I'm Rebecca Kuhn.
Okay.
I'm one of the owners of the Menagerie on Main, and I have a partner, Brenda Pedigo.
Okay, and Miss Brenda, I talked to her the other day. We appreciate you guys joining the chamber.
Well, thank you.
We're glad to have you as members.
Thank you.
Okay, the menagerie, give the address again.
The address is 202 Main Street, Carthage.
Okay, and it's right catty corner across from the old historic courthouse.
That's right.
And tell them kind of what what do you do here?
Well, we sell home decor, holiday decorations, antiques, jewelry, arts and crafts, vintage items, repurposed items, and a whole lot more.
Okay, well, I understand that you also have vendor space, is that right?
Yes, we do. We rent vendor space by the square foot, or we also take items on consignment.
Okay, so you can do it either way. If you've got that moose head, that's the one people always talk about, at home that you want to get rid of,
yes.
you can either consign it or they can rent a space and put it in it or whatever.
That's right.
Of course, I'm noticing you have a lot nicer stuff than that. There's a beautiful table setting behind us and a lot of flowers and purses and signs, and it looks immaculate. So
well, thank you very much.
Yeah, well, we're glad to have you here on Main Street, and we're hoping that people just come in and flood the place and buy your stuff.
Thank you. Yes.
How long have you guys been in this type of business, or is this a new effort?
Well, Brenda and I would do the arts and crafts circuit, where every weekend we'd go set up and break down and haul it all home again. And so this opportunity opened when this building became available, and we decided, hey, well, let's try this. So now we're going to try the brick and mortar, and actually we've been very successful with this. It's so much easier than having to pack all that stuff up and haul it around and then unload it again.
Yeah, well, and like I say, you've got some beautiful stuff here, and it's nice that people can come in. Did we mention the hours? Did we ask that?
Oh, our hours are Wednesday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay, Wednesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
That's
okay.
right.
And if somebody wanted to call here to ask about an item or to see about maybe becoming a vendor, rent a vendor space, where would they call?
Well, they can walk in.
Okay.
We do walk-ins, and we have a Facebook page.
Oh, okay. You have Facebook. You call them Menagerie on Main?
That's yes. If you write in Menagerie on Main on your Facebook page, you'll be able to.
And you guys will probably have to do like I did and Google how to spell menagerie. But anyway, I love the name. It just says something about the eclectic variety of stuff that you have here.
That's right.
Okay, well, thank you for letting us come, and we'll be talking to you again. And thank you for being a chamber member.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Woodard.
Right.
We're glad to be members of the chamber.
Glad to have you. Well, we hope you enjoyed this edition of the Chamber Corner. We want to go over some of the announcements and let you know some of the things that are happening toward the end of the month. On November, some of our neighbors going by there. On November the 25th, we're going to have Small Business Saturday on the square there in Carthage and all in the county. If you know somebody that's operating a small business in Smith County, go and see them Saturday. There's some special things going on, and they would really like to have you. Then on November the 26th, that's the day that we have our hometown Christmas in downtown Carthage. Starts at 1 o'clock and goes to 6. And we'll be having a Christmas tree lighting. We'll have entertainment. We've got a really good group called Williamson Branch that's going to come and do some entertainment. They're really good. I saw them down at the Wilson County Fair, and they are excellent. So we're looking forward to seeing them. We're also going to have Santa Claus, and then the big event, of course, is the parade that takes place that evening, and it starts out at the far end of town and comes by the courthouse. So you'll want to be around on November the 26th for the hometown Christmas and the parade that's going on. And then the next weekend, Gordonsville has their Christmas parade. That's on a Saturday, and they have a big turnout for that, and the town of Gordonsville turns out, and people are lining the streets, and they do their parade. And of course, all the retailers in both cities, they're getting geared up for Christmas, and so they're ready for you to come in and take advantage of the offers that they've got and some of the specials that they're running. So don't forget that this is the season when all this starts. So we hope that you'll come to Smith County and that you'll see what we've got. It's a wonderful place to live, a wonderful place to work, and a wonderful place to play. Even when it's cold, we got a lot of things going on. So folks, come to Smith County, come see us, and this is the Chamber Corner. We'll see you again next month.